so much candy. All of the community businesses, vendors have worked so hard to make this fun. There's either an activity or a trick-or-treating at every single booth. Just come, walk around, see the decorations, get some pumpkins, get some treats, food trucks, games, activities. It's awesome.
Welcome to Herrimanology.
The official podcast to keep up with Herriman City.
We'll take you inside the city, explore the latest news and updates, show you how your government operates, and discuss the issues that affect us all. Now, here are your hosts talking all things Herriman on Herrimanology.
All right, welcome to Herrimanology. It is Friday, October 3rd, a notable day. There was an album released last night. We won't go into that, but
Yes, there was.
my wife was up. I don't know how late. I woke up, rolled over. It was well after midnight. She was still just jamming there.
It is a good day to be a
Yes.
Taylor Swift fan, for
Love
sure.
it. It is also your day off, so
Yes.
you came in because you're a great coworker, and because we have the Herriman Howl coming up on Monday.
Yep.
Super excited about that. So let's get into it. I'm John LaFollette, Communications Manager, joined today by special guest Lauren Mitchell, our Events Manager here at Herriman City.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Let's talk about the Howl coming up on Monday, one of our favorite events.
Yes.
Which is, like all the other ones, an enormous amount of work.
Yes.
Maybe tell the people what to be excited about. What's going to be here outside at Crane Park?
We're really excited this year. First of all, just looking back to last year, the Howl has grown significantly in the last few years. So, looking forward to that, trying to make it better. And we noticed a lot of lines last year. We got a few comments about that. So hopefully have a few more activities to be excited about. The pirate ship last year, it was a very interactive activity, was super popular. So we brought that back, but brought an additional pirate ship to hopefully get through lines. So
we have a Navy now.
yes, basically.
Nice.
Yes. with pirates and skeletons to make it a little more spooky.
All right.
Spooky but fun. Have a lot of activities for the kids, for the family, really for all ages. Even Good for Life markets will be here with a lot of vendors. So we are super, super excited for Monday. It's a great way to start off October for sure.
I've said this many times before in the podcast. I'm not a fan of Halloween. It's not really my holiday, but I do really love the Howl.
Yes.
It's that good.
Yes.
So you make me like Halloween for a few hours.
Okay, that's
So
good. I don't understand people that don't like Halloween, but that's okay,
That's
John.
fair. I realize I'm the weird one and everybody else is normal.
Yes, we love Halloween, so.
By the way, you mentioned based on feedback, you're adjusting a few things. Shout out for our surveys. If we send out a survey for an event,
Yep.
we're not doing it because we have to. We want to make the events as good as possible. We realize there are a lot of people, there are a lot of things going on, but that feedback matters. It gets to us, and you adjust things based on the feedback.
Absolutely. There's always, and we can't fix everything, but if we can, we want to, and we appreciate everybody's feedback. So there's some things we haven't thought about and some things that are just trial and error. So we are always adjusting to try to fit the community's needs and wants. So I appreciate any feedback that gets sent for sure.
If you have a costume, wear it.
Yes.
If you don't have a costume, you don't have to wear it, obviously. But
Yes, not required for sure. I know a few people get a little stressed because it's only October 3rd today, so maybe they haven't made it to get a Halloween costume. Still come, it's still fun. So much candy. All of the community businesses, vendors have worked so hard to make this fun. So there's either an activity or trick-or-treating at every single booth. So lots of fun. We provide the trick-or-treat bags. Actually, Lone Peak Hospital provides the
Nice.
trick-or-treat bags. So just come, walk around, see the decorations, get some pumpkins, get some treats, games, activities. It's awesome. Food trucks. So
awesome. It's kind of funny that by the time Halloween comes around these days, a lot of people have already done several rounds of
Yes.
trick-or-treating or trunk-or-treating.
Yes.
But this is kind of the first round that you get,
Yeah.
so everybody's still excited for the candy.
Yep.
And there'll be lots of it.
yeah, lots and lots of candy. So
You mentioned Lone Peak Hospital, who I believe is the title sponsor for this event.
yes.
I just want to mention that your team and the city in general has really prioritized sponsorships in our community businesses,
Yep.
and just groups have really been awesome especially the last several years. It's always been a thing, but especially the last several years to come be a part of it.
Yep.
And it helps offset some of the costs.
Yep.
And it's a big deal, and I just kind of wanted to mention that.
Yeah, and I do too, because we couldn't do what we do without our sponsorships and without the community involvement and the businesses. They not only pay money to be here to help us be able to make it bigger and better every year, but they do a lot of work to help our team as well during the event. Lone Peak brings their entire team to run a whole booth to hand out trick-or-treat bags, and businesses from all over the city are here participating, and that's a lot of work. And we couldn't do that just with the Herriman City team. So we appreciate all the sponsors, all the donors, all the businesses in Herriman City that come and make our events wonderful.
So what does that look like just throughout the year? Because the Howl obviously doesn't come together in a week or the day of it. It takes a lot of work. My team we're all the same Herriman team, but we have different responsibilities. The communications department helps out the events department with marketing. We've been focused on it for the last couple of months, but I imagine it's kind of a year-round effort for your crew. What does that look like? Maybe just for now in terms of the Howl, and we can get on other events in a minute.
Yeah. It's interesting because you come to an event, and even I'm guilty, we're probably all guilty. We show up to an event, we're like, that was so fun, without realizing what goes into it. But I don't think the community or a lot of just normal people understand that we're simultaneously planning all of the events year round. So when we're in the middle of town days, we're getting vendors and planning for Howl and logistics and maps and getting that put together. And when we're working on Herriman Howl, we're working on Night of Lights, and we're working on rodeo. I've done a lot of rodeo stuff today on my day off. So it doesn't stop, and it doesn't just happen in a week or a month. It's really a year-round process. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, we talked about sponsorships.
Yep.
There's public safety planning with the police department and the fire department, or UFA, parking, food, just all these little angles of it that people just come and enjoy, which it works well because
That's what we want them to do.
Yeah, people don't think about it because it works. Just there's a lot that goes on.
Yeah.
Staying within the budget that's approved by the city council.
Yep.
Balancing out with sponsorship revenue and just try to make it work the best we can.
Yeah. There's a lot of moving pieces. Event planning is not for the faint of heart. However, when you see it come together the week of, the day of especially, it is so worth it. And it really does give our community that feel that I know I love living in and working in, and just seeing everybody enjoy keeps us doing it every year.
Yeah.
So
I'm just thinking back to the end of town days, the Saturday night when we were out there at 11?
Midnight.
It was late. It
Yeah.
was freezing cold. It was windy.
Yeah.
We had to cancel the fireworks. It was so windy. We're out there just exhausted, but I just remember just kind of chatting back and forth like, oh, that was really cool.
Yeah.
That was really fun. That was an enormous amount of work. Everybody is days beyond exhausted. But it was really cool because everybody worked to come together. It became a really cool event and helped another year of Herriman just kind of keeping its community feel.
Yep. And I think that's important to remember. Events in the city, they really do keep that feel that everyone wants to be a part of. And even working them and being exhausted, I want to be a part of that. I would have major FOMO if I didn't get to work events. So I'm glad to be a part of it.
In fact, you've been here for, I can't remember how many years, but you've been a Herriman resident for longer.
Yes.
And we're not going to get into the reasons why you came here, but you have been a part of the community and you're contributing in this way too.
Yes. Yep.
So Herriman Howl, 5:30 to 8.
5 to 8:30.
I got it backwards.
Yes.
5 to 8:30.
5 to 8:30.
I cut off an hour. My bad. On Monday, Crane Park right here at the City Hall. Arrive early.
Yep.
There will be lots and lots of people.
Yep. Parking can be troublesome. We do overflow parking in the rec center across the street. And we do have crossing guards to help people get to the event safely at certain points, but just be careful when you're crossing streets because there is a lot of cars and we do expect a lot of people. So for sure.
Switching gears, want to look back to earlier this week. I don't know if you had any involvement, but if you have thoughts, you're welcome to share them.
Perfect.
We broke ground for Fire Station 103.
Yep.
Fire Station 10, well, I should say replacement of Fire Station 103. The existing 103 it's overdue for replacement.
Yes.
So that we did a bit of digging this week. We're working with Tony Barker, one of the PIOs at UFA, government acronyms. He's one of the communications guys, in addition to many other things, including being a firefighter for UFA. Anyway, we were doing some digging through some archives this week and trying to figure out what on earth the history of 103 was.
I know.
Built in the late 70s after...
Wow.
Well, part of it was built in the late 70s. Before that, volunteer firefighters responded to fires with a town siren and a fire hose wagon.
Amazing.
They're just hooked up to a truck, and
amazing.
those are firefighters.
All out of old
yes.
Station 103.
Yes.
Amazing.
Well, so 103 was built in the 70s. So there's kind of the mix of that volunteer, like trailer hose or hose trailer method, and for bigger calls, you would get firefighters from Draper or Riverton, and eventually Salt Lake County and the then Herriman Community Association worked together on building a 2-bay kind of metal garage.
Amazing.
That was the fire station.
Amazing.
A decade later, it was added on with another bay and some living quarters. So that was, mid-'80s? And that's the facility that is still being used today.
Yes, I went through it not too long ago, and let's just say I'm excited for those firefighters that get a new station. It is well-deserved.
Maybe I'll let firefighters speak for themselves, but they often speak of it as like it's an old... Maybe we'll use the words of Joe Montana, talking about the old 49ers Candlestick Stadium.
Yeah.
It was a dump, but it's our dump.
Yep.
I feel like UFA Fire, I don't want to speak for them, but kind of maybe feel Station 103 is that. It's
Absolutely.
desperately needed a replacement, but
Yes.
there have been so many awesome and amazing firefighters who have come through that station over the years.
Yeah, Tony Barker he was like, this was my old bedroom when I used to work out of this station. Like they have a lot of memories there. So it means a lot to them, that station, for sure.
So, but we did break ground earlier this week on the new Station 103, which will be about 129th South and 5600 West-ish.
Yep.
So not too far away, but not the same location. And notably, that didn't require a public bond.
Yes.
The city moved away from the regional Unified Fire Service Area taxing entity, which is not the same as Unified Fire Authority. We withdrew from a regional property taxing entity to make it so that all fire-related property taxes would stay in Herriman, in our community, and in addition to paying for UFA's contract year to year with those funds, we've also been able to set aside funds to save up for this facility.
It's great.
And now it's coming and
Yeah.
should be done. They say that by beginning of winter next year, in all reality, it's probably going to be early 2027.
It'll be great to see it come together. It's a pretty building.
Yes, new fire station, and then the old one will be discontinued as a fire station. It'll be repurposed to something to be determined.
Yep.
But the city will still own that facility. So anyway, big day.
Yep. Super fun.
Been looking forward to that for a long time. And speaking of looking forward to for a long time, Bangerter Highway
Oh my goodness.
and 134th
finally.
is finally open. So 134, have you driven on that since
Yes.
last week?
I had to just to say I did it.
Nice.
Right?
I don't think you were the only one.
Yeah. Like I don't think I realized how much I missed that. I got used to 138th being open, been using that, but it is so great to have that back open, and I'm sure everybody is feeling the same way.
Yep. So about a month away, it'll be fully open, but for now, there's at least one lane in every direction there.
I know, it's so wonderful.
Yeah, everybody is rejoicing. So,
Yes.
and I wanted to mention too the new transfer station, so not a landfill, but a transfer station out in Sandy. It just opened to residents in general this last week, October 1st. So it's farther away. It is actually about $5 more per just general load of garbage. But the nice thing about that is it's kind of a paved surface. So instead of if you ever gone out to the landfill at South Jordan, instead of having to
Yep.
drive up who knows what,
Yep. Never wash your car before you go there.
Oh, right. Yes. It will need a bath afterward.
Yes,
though.
for sure.
But if you maybe have a smaller car or something, still have to get rid of a load, you can go out to Sandy to the new transfer station.
It's great.
So that's it for today.
All good things.
Hopefully quick and painless for you.
Yes, quick and painless. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you very much. As always, if you have a question or a comment, email communications@herriman.gov. We'll address it in the next episode. If you have a question for Lauren, we'll get it to her at some point.
Yes.
Probably won't be a regular on the podcast, but who knows? Maybe the people will like you.
Yeah, maybe.
Thanks for taking some time on your day off.
Thanks, John.
Enjoy the rest of it. Thank you for listening and watching. We'll catch you next time.